If she wanted a rebound,
right?
I mean, her Rolodex ain't that bad. Wasn't Diddy just posting her the other day?
High key, yeah. He was very publicly shooting a shot, bro. You need to relax.
Exactly.
Diddy, my guy.
Diddy was out here taking himself a shot.
He went from posting the ski video with his kids to shooting a shot at J-Lo.
He was trying to logo Lillard this shit, but it didn't work out the same way. But I'm just
Chill
like,
out, bro.
So just knowing that, I'm like, that wasn't the one she had to choose.
But the rebound, see, here's the other thing about the rebound, though, is that, like, on the rebound, you choose the guy. I mean, this is, like, extremely petty and maybe toxic, but, like, the rebound guy is kind of, like not good enough. Like, he's kind of, like, lesser.
You pick, like, the guy that you know is not going to work out.
Right. And he kind of, like, sucks, but not in a
sexual way, obviously.
No, not in a, like, mean or actually a bad person way.
Just in a you guys being in a true relationship way.
Yeah, he's just like not. He's just like not.
He's not the one.
He's not as good as you could do. Put it that way. And to me, this is Ben Affleck at this point in time because of all these things that have been going on. So I don't know, but to your point about the time thing, I do think that's extremely relevant.
Yes.
So if it does continue, I will get more and more skeptical that it's not more serious.
If we get to episode 50 and they still together, you're gonna have to come on wax and say he was wrong. Like,
but I would like to offer an alternative ultimate comeback kid.
Okay, so, this one you put on the list, and I need to understand this one better because I saw the article, but go ahead.
So I would say that say just for the sake of argument that Ben Affleck and J-Lo, we are considering them a comeback. You're saying they're the ultimate comeback. I still think I have you beat with this example. ASAP Rocky and Rihanna. Because that, to me, is the ultimate fucking comeback kid right there. That's amazing. That's incredible.
So, and again, I didn't do enough podcast research, obviously. I only looked up J-Lo. I didn't look up this.
So which is so funny because I feel like most guys, like, I don't know, most guys are either like Camp Re or Camp Low.
Oh, I love them both. They're fine.
I feel like one of my friends specifically, we always have this argument over, like,
which one's better?
Which one's better?
I mean, better looking or?
I mean, just overall, however you would consider it.
I mean, I enjoy Jenny from the Block, but bitch better have my money, so I don't know. Like, I think we're good. But, okay, the thing that confused me when you put this as the one to beat my example, are they together now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that Rihanna was
This is why, see, they are, like, extremely low-key, for one thing.
Which
they
is
always
so weird
have
to
been.
me for her, but good for them.
Right. Well, no, but she always is low-key. Like, she was with the Saudi guy. Nobody even fucking knew anything about it. She lived in London, basically, in, like, hiding for 3 years.
Nah, I seen pictures when she was out there. Like,
I mean, fine, but, like, a few pictures does not, like, a public relationship make. Like,
for celebrities, actually, that's exactly how it
not
starts,
just a few, though. Like, think about, like, an actual public relationship, like, Biebs. Hailey and Justin Bieber. Like, that's the most public shit you could ever imagine, in my opinion.
Well, I mean... Yeah, I get it. Like, but
that's
I guess I didn't know about his failed previous attempt.
Oh yeah, they dated, and again, it was so low key. It was kind of in the time. So like ASAP Rocky, like there's a lot to that man. Like he's.
Oh, I agree.
He's many things, but way more than just a rapper. Like he does all kinds of shit. He started getting involved in like the fashion scene kind of years ago, and I think that's how they met. He like dated Kendall Jenner for a while. Blah blah blah. In any case, yeah, they like briefly dated, I think. And in my opinion, based now on what has been said about it, I think it was like more serious at that time than the media and the general public knew. But they both like downplayed it. Then she went off and dated the Saudi for years. She was with him. I thought they were gonna get married, and then. Now they're back together. I don't really know the timeline and everything, but then obviously. He just did Vogue and just did the interview.
I see the quote. The quote I've seen.
Yeah,
he's like,
and said that she was the love of his life. And I was like, if that ain't like a romantic, like
that's a great panty dropper line. I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck, in Vogue, like word.
Hey, I thought his best line was "I love bad bitches." That's my fucking problem. But I guess I was wrong. Like that was the best line.
That was such a good song. But yeah, I feel like that's. And maybe that's just because, like, I am such a Rihanna stan. Like, I literally fucking love her, but to me, that's, like... But do you
love that relationship? Because the way you don't love J-Lo and Ben's relationship.
No, I fucking love that relationship. Some of it is because also, like, again, I feel like A$AP Rocky has like created such an interesting career. I love him too. Like I just love the whole thing. To me, J-Lo and Ben Affleck, like Ben Affleck's got like demons to fucking deal with. And also he's just kind of like very it's so weird because I love him but I also hate him. Like just as a person.
Yeah, like there's just a lot.
But
about
A$AP
it.
Rocky, I love him, and Rihanna, I love her. And they just are such a like edgy, cool couple to me.
No, I mean, I guess I can.
I loved
see
A-Lo and J-Rod. Maybe that's like swaying me too.
I mean, I loved it when I thought that J-Lo was going to be at Timberwolves games with me, and then
I liked A-Lo and
whatever
the acronym is.
Yeah, once I found out she was wrapped on that, I was like, well, never mind. But it was a good run while they had it.
I don't know. Chime in. What do you think is the best celebrity comeback?
Yeah, no, definitely.
There was a time where some may have argued that Kanye was the best celebrity comeback around with Kim, because that was like a whole big theme on the show, is that he was in love with her for years and she basically friend zoned him.
No, Kim and Kanye.
Kim and Kanye.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
There's
Kanye is so fallen off to me. Like I used to be the biggest fan, and now I'm just like, dude.
I just want him to give me more tracks. I just need more bars.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about that.
But anyway, chime in. Let us know on Instagram, social media, Twitter. What do you think? Who is the best celebrity comeback kid?
Yes, because there are many examples more than we just talked about, but those were two we had already previously discussed. So.
Right.
All right, that's fair enough. So then, I don't even know if this is like in order or whatever,
That's
but
okay.
who was the last comeback kid on you?
So the last comeback around. So, all right. I mean, so my experience is more like I'm the receiver.
Yeah, shocking, shocular. Wow.
But
Would never guessed.
I would say like one of the best comebacks. Man, this is hard for me to know how much to put on wax. It's in process.
Just put it in. Just put it and bleep it out.
It's in process. So, Mr. Sexting Buddy that I have referred to on the podcast many times in the past.
You have brought this person up.
He was out of it for a while. Like we just didn't talk for like a long time. I never really had any intention of meeting him or like being.
You were cool with where he was at.
Yeah, I was fine with it.
Dang, she's talking about like episode 1.
Yeah, I know.
Right
This
now.
is like from way back, and I'm like back in the fall.
Go back, rate, review, subscribe. Shut up.
Yeah. He kind of got mad that I was like not treating it more seriously, and I was kind of like, I don't know if I care.
Like, I'm pretty sure this was a serious
upfront.
level.
Yeah, like whatever.
Like we were going.
So it kind of fizzled. I mean, it wasn't really beef. It was just kind of like, yeah.
Yeah,
like
you were just
fizzled.
over it. Yeah.
And then, same thing as you described. Like literally, like would always reply to my story. Started again. Like there was a period of silence, and then replying to my story, replying to like thirst traps that I would post.
Well, of course he was replying to the thirst traps. Like,
yeah,
they're always gonna do that.
And then eventually he just like caught me on a day where I'd already been like I was already dressed up for another completely unrelated reason, and he was like, "Are you free to have lunch?" And I was like, "Yeah, I am." Like,
you know
fine,
what?
great.
Oddly enough, I could make that lunch.
Yeah. So anyway, so then we've hung out a few times. He may or may not still be trying to hang out.
And you're not opposed to it?
No, I'm not opposed at all. That is really like the best.
Actually, go ahead.
What?
No, go ahead. I'll ask.
I feel like that is really kind of the best comeback story. Not this one particularly, but like this is one example of it, of just it changes your perspective of the person in kind of like a dramatic way.
So,
you know?
Okay, and I guess that's my follow-up is like this dude started out by like sexting you.
Right.
Which, you know, for those that enjoy that thing, like that's, you know, that's kind of an intimate thing, you know, like for, you know, in a way. And then he had some feelings. Maybe that he wanted some more or whatever.
Yeah, but it's the funny thing is I didn't get the impression at that time that was really how he was feeling. Like the real story of all of this is that the reason that I had the wrong impression of this guy is just because he's genuinely not
suave.
No. He's very different on the phone than in real life. So I had this impression of him because all of our communication was through the phone. And I was like, not sure about it in like a more serious way.
And then you actually.
And then when we actually hung out, we like very much vibed and are cool. So not that it's like serious.
Oh no, I know. I know you're not.
I just now find him more of like an actual friend now, who I actually like care about and think is cool, and like whatever we can.
Wow, that dude became a friend with you way faster than me. My goodness, shout out to him.
That's not true. That's not true. The way I was thinking about it. So I think that's like the best kind of situation whereby if you're the comeback, then you are bringing something new and better to the table. Because that's what was like bothering me. I mean, bothering me is too strong a phrase.
Yeah, but it
didn't
preventing
it. Yeah, that was preventing us in the past from like being more. Is I was just like, I don't think we're like connecting.
We're not hitting.
Yeah, we're just not on the same page, like communication wise. Like,
which is fair.
The jokes aren't hitting, or the conversation isn't flowing, whatever.
Yeah.
And then in real life, it was completely different, and
then it hit.
Yeah.
And pow, pow, pow.
Right.
Well,
and like you've made this point in several contexts, like when you actually see someone, it makes it way more like you are interested in them.
Yeah.
Versus if you've never met them.
Yeah. Once you hit the IRL, it's
yeah. So now we're cool. Now we're cool. Except I'm kind of mad at him right now because he's. But whatever. That's besides the point. It doesn't matter. I'm for the comeback around, so I can put up with whatever.
She's accepting
bumps in the road.
She's accepting it for now.
That was kind of a lot of details. I might have to bleep some of that out.
You're definitely going to bleep out that last part. It's fine. But even if you don't, it's hilarious. But no, okay, no. I just wanted to see what you would say on wax about it, because I know that of the two of us, you are the one that's the receiving of the comeback kid. Whereas
I mean,
I am the comeback.
But that's
kid.
not to say I've never initiated.
Oh no, I'm not doubting you on that.
I mean, the times that I've initiated well, is that true? What I was going to say that now I'm rethinking is that the times that I've initiated have been because we coincidentally met up in real life, like either by accident or by like semi-accident, and then like I made a move. So it was more like, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm much braver in the moment than I am like planned out. So if there's something right in front of me, I'm more likely to go for it. Versus if it's like I have to like just hype myself up and do it, I'm just like, nah, I'm cool.
I feel like I'm the opposite.
Really?
It's like, no, like just even on this trip when I was with the boys and they was out here grilling me about some female that I am attempting to come back around on at this very moment. Like, they're asking all these questions and, oh, did you done this? Did you ask her out to do this? Da-da-da. You should come out here with us. I'm like, okay, like, y'all got to calm down. Like, I'm Mr. Particular, Mr. Calculated. I like to do things in a certain way.
Yeah.
But I also didn't disagree with them in their, like, just do it kind of thing, right?
The sentiment we agree with, the execution can be difficult.
Exactly. And I trust them with my lives, but not my dick. So like, I'm just not about to do that in that way. So it was a good conversation though. But yeah, I don't know. Like, as someone who is,
so you need to like hype yourself up for a while and like.
Yeah, I think I need to, when I'm
You need to bring yourself around. You need to come back around on yourself to like.
When I'm being the come back around kid, I definitely need to look in the mirror with my cowboy hat on and everything. And I don't know, like when I do it, I definitely want to gauge like what it is that I'm dealing with, because there's nothing worse as the come back around kid than dealing with ghosts.
Okay, yeah.
Whether they're the ghosts of you from what they used to think of who you were, or whatever ghosts of their previous situation. Either way, like, I ain't got Dan Aykroyd in the crew with me, so Ghostbusters is a little bit difficult. So it's like I prefer to like gauge and see like what that level is with them before I'm out here just going crazy with it.
Right.
Whereas some of my friends would suggest that I just go crazy with it
right off. I mean, that's easy to say and harder to do. So
yeah, and I'm not that guy in that sense, but I don't know if I've ever had anyone come back around on me, honestly.
I think I could.
Okay, all right. I just thought of it as I was saying that out loud, and that's
I can think of at least 2 in the time that we've been doing this podcast.
I just thought of it out loud, and that's not true that no one has done it. I will admit that is true, but
there's also
rare.
yeah, but there's also such a thing as a fake comeback around.
Which you believe someone is a fake comeback around.
A fake comeback around is more like it's inching towards the toxic ex, where like they're coming back around and like they're half-heartedly in it, but it's not necessarily like they're. It's more like they're testing the waters, and that's why I'm not really for this testing the water shit. Like, if there's one thing about the comeback around to me, and I think this is why I'm more likely to be the comeback kid in a real life situation that was already in process, is because I can't stand a comeback that's wishy-washy. I need that shit to be like...
Real talk, New York.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. For you, like, if you're trying to come back around, like, do you try to initiate a, like... If you slide in the DM, say, or reply to a story... Do you try to get the real life interaction going right away or no?
So it will be situational on what I'm replying to. So like earlier when I was talking about, like finally free of the toxic, whatever, babe, I'm so happy. Then I'm not going to try to initiate the IRL right away because then I feel like very sleazy. Like,
sure, yeah.
Hey, you just broke up with a dude, like come through.
Right. That's
now, again, if I just comment and then they immediately are like, you should come through, I'm not going to say no. Story. Like I'm not dumb, but like, I'm not going to initiate it right away. But if it's just something where we ain't connected in a minute and it's like clear we both been single, we just haven't been connected in a minute, then like I'll probably let that little 5-minute small talk go into like, let's go grab drinks,
because that is kind of like the actual comeback move,
100%, because
small talk is just talk. I mean,
and I'm like, I'm big time, so let's go, you know, but I don't know, I guess it really does depend situationally wise. I feel like I've talked about it on the pod before where I just don't like to be the dude in the DMs per se or like
that
look like
stereotype.
That guy.
Yeah.
So
I
like
feel that.
I'll probably take more time than I should.
It's just so weird
because I don't like to look like that.
I just don't like. This is just not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not remembering things correctly. Like I swear to God, like almost all of the comeback around experiences I've had, regardless of who's initiating it, are in real life. I feel like I run into people that I knew all the time.
Well, I mean, I run into people I know all the time. Like even the Vegas trip, I know somebody. I ran into somebody I knew, but like, it's not the same as like I knew you and I was interested in you. Because for me, there's very few times where, very few, I mean zero, like, I'm not coming back around if I wasn't already trying to holler at you before. Like, I know that there are people that have the glow up and stuff. Like, I mean, think about, like, people in high school that I didn't mess with and they got a glow up now.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But that's not a comeback around. That's like I didn't know you before and now here you are. And so, like, you're seeing it as a comeback around, but I'm not. As the comeback kid, I'm not seeing it because I'm like, I didn't see you before John Cena. So, like, it's, if I was trying to holler before and for whatever reason didn't work and we've now had our little time passage, however long that was, and now I'm back up and we good and it's up and it's up and it's up, that's to me the comeback around for me. Like, it's got to be that I tried and for whatever reason failed. That's like when my best friends, Eric, he also be like, man, look at Lume, he came back around on that girl. And
yeah,
I was
but
like,
see, I feel like there's also, like, you can definitely come back around on somebody that you actually did smash.
Correct. I don't disagree with that. But, again,
So
that's
you
me.
didn't fail.
Yeah, but I was still interested in them, though. That's the point.
Oh, okay.
Either way, I don't believe there's a comeback around on someone I had no interest in.
Agreed.
Like, so that's my only point.
I don't know. I don't even know if I think that. Because, like, again, like, the women have the friend zone list. Like, to me, like, easily...
Yeah, no, but I'm saying that's the difference between men and women. Because it's like...
Yeah, maybe. It's the difference.
If you like if you put a dude in the friend zone, right?
Right.
Then and especially if you do it quickly, as far as you're concerned, he was never an option, right?
Right.
And then 10 months later, all of a sudden he's dicking you down. That man came back around. Like,
right.
100%. Like,
right.
shout out to him.
Right.
But in his mind, all he's been doing is just working. He's just been working the whole time.
Yeah, this isn't the comeback. this is the first. This is the first game.
He's grinding, man. He's out here.
We're in the season 1, baby.
He's like Kurt Warner, man. I went from bagging groceries to AFL, like to the Super Bowl. Like,
right.
He's been grinding the whole time, so there was never no stop.
Right.
So I definitely think that it is different views from the different angles, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I've had a comeback around where I thought that they were completely nothing.
Right.
And then they came back out. I've always considered people in a certain level if they actually came back around.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I can think of 3 situations for you.
You are lying to the people. Don't America. This girl just became my friend a couple weeks ago. Don't let her lie.
Let me ask you this: is there such a thing as it's been too long, and you should not try to come back around?
Okay, so I won't say that there's ever such thing as too long to come back around. If you're both single at the time of the comeback around. That's my only caveat. I think, like,
so you're saying don't go try to come back around on somebody who's in a relationship?
No, that's just, come on now. You're being disrespectful. Like,
okay.
You're being disrespectful.
Yeah.
But, like, I think that there are, so, okay, let me put it like this. There are women that, like, I mean, they weren't women at the time. We were all kids. But, like, when I was in, like, middle school that I probably had crushes on.
Okay.
That if I saw them out at the bar right now and they was fine to me still now and still single, I'd be like, psh, that ain't too long. Let's go. Like, let's get it popping. Like, I don't know
smashed
that
my middle school crush or one of them.
Man, you are a very blessed
years later, I did.
The comeback around is real, baby.
And that one kind of was me initiating because it was one of those things where I just like literally, because this person I had known from when I was a literal child in middle school, I just didn't care. I had no concerns about like looking stupid or like getting rejected or anything.
It's like, you know me when I was...
Man, so I was out here just like laying it all on the line, just being like, I was so in love with you, like like just leaned into that history thing and just like went for it hard. And I can't say in what way he's not my type, but he's not my type at all, which is another fucking funny thing about it. Like this guy that I was in love with.
He doesn't look like me.
That's not it. But in any case, so like, shit, it worked.
Hey, I'm glad for your success.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Shit, I would still smash him, to be honest.
I bet you know what? Cheers to that comeback around. Good job.
Cheers to that. We might have to come back around again on that shit, man.
You got time. I just told you there's no time. Like, yeah, I don't know. Because I just think that, like, I guess the only thing I would say about, like, being quote-unquote too long is if it's very clear that they don't remember you in any way.
I would say that's a problem if you're trying to come back around on somebody who doesn't fucking remember you.
But also, like, in the world of, like, social media and Facebook and everything, I'm like...
It's kind of rare.
Who you coming around that don't remember you legit?
Well,
and I mean, I guess for me personally, I'm like, if you don't remember Lume, like, I'm one of the most unique names you've ever met. Like, you remember me.
Right, agreed.
So it's hard for me to be forgotten in that sense, but... I
mean, to be fair, I've been in a situation where I... didn't remember someone that I didn't have sex with them, but I had made out with them.
But what's that saying? Like, how many dudes you made out with?
Plenty.
All right.
Too many in the middle of bars.
Keep it moving.
Wild Onion, classic times.
Oh, R.I.P. Keep it moving.
So you think that's fine that I don't remember them? I always feel really bad when it happens. Nah. Like, obviously that's super bitchy.
But those things, like, those are just, like, quick moments. Because that's not...
Really, it's also because, like, when we made out, again, like, it was in the middle of Wild Onion and I was hammered.
birthday Tuesdays
yeah,
or whatever, drunk
I was
his ass,
19 or
5
whatever the hell
shots
age.
deep,
Like, yeah.
illegally in the bar.
Right.
Like, why are you supposed to remember names? You try to
Okay,
get home.
good.
Like,
Good. You're massaging my ego, and it's good.
that's fine. Like, the worst is when it's like, it was some homegirl in a friend group that you technically still talk to the friend group, but she got tossed to the side somehow. And she came back around. And she was like, "You were always so nice to me when I would come out." I'd be like, "I'm sorry, what was your name again?" Yeah, that's
actually. In fact, speaking of Wild Onion, this one time I was with my friend there, and she met her boyfriend there. They dated a while. I don't think they stayed together. I don't know. In any case, man, I wing womaned hard that night. Like, I had to kind of be with the friend.
Mm-hmm.
And he was not that good looking, but I was like, whatever, he's good looking enough.
You're
like, I'll make it work.
so nice.
No, I was so nice, and I made out with him in the bar.
Oh man, he wasn't even that good looking.
No, he wasn't that good looking. And then
Slide no DM, guys.
and then weeks later, when we were all at Calhoun, and like her boyfriend knew me well by then because like we had all hung out many times. But he hadn't brought, like, that wasn't his, like, super good friend.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then, like, weeks later, it was the next time that guy was there. And he was, like, hitting on me. And we were all joking. And he didn't remember who I was. And I, like, leaned into it and was like, didn't you say you met?
Oh, no. You did the whole, oh, no.
Didn't you say you met so-and-so at the thing? Like,
you got the whole...
Blah, blah, blah. And I would, like, literally just played him and acted like I had no
Yeah.
idea. And then they were telling me the story, and I was like, oh. And I was like, wait, so you made out with her like, to this guy who's, like, trying to hit on me. I'm like, so you made out with her friend? And he's like,
shit.
yeah, I did. And I was like, really? And
That's so crazy.
that's so crazy.
I wonder who the hell that is.
Who was that? And I was like, well, what was her name? Like, I know a lot of your friends. And then he, like, turned to the other dudes and was like, what was that girl? Who was that girl? And they were like, it's Kristen. I was like,
Man,
that's
like
so
that Space Jam song.
funny.
I guess that was me.
And then he just, like, looked at me.
That's
He just looked at me, and the friends knew. They were fucking laughing at him. Like, we were just playing this dude. It was so funny. I was like, yeah, hilarious. Gotta go. Bye. See ya. Fun times.
Man, women are so savage. Like, maybe I just got a bad memory. Maybe I'm just old. But you know what you had to do? You had to play me
No, he
like
was not
that.
old. He was like, he was a fucking college football player. He was fine. He should have
Yeah,
known.
one of your favorite types. Yeah, all right.
But anyway, I told you he wasn't that attractive. That's why I was messing with him, because I didn't care. If I would have cared, I would have acted like actually mad. But it was more just funny.
But you did the thing anyway. So.
Yeah, that's why.
All right,
The less
fair
I
enough.
care, the more like wild stuff I do. Like I said, like with the middle school guy, like if I'm not worried about like looking stupid, shit, I'll do the most dumbest thing ever. I don't give a fuck. Like, who cares? If I like think you're like super hot and I like am actually crushing hard on you, I am like so embarrassed by everything. Yeah.
I just
So stupid. I'm so dumb. Why am I like this?
I can't.
But
I
anyway.
want everybody to understand that I can't because we all out here together and we
But
all here going through
so
this.
back to the subject at hand. There's no such thing as the too long come back around unless they literally don't remember who you are.
I mean, I think that's the only way it can't work. Like otherwise, I mean, again, my caveat is y'all should both be single, but
Right.
nah.
Yeah,
like,
don't be out here trying to break people up. Like that's fucking whack. That's some toxic ex type shit. Like
I'll tell you right now, there's a picture on my parents' fridge of this girl when we used to be like, I'm not even joking, we were probably like 6 years old or something, like best friends. She lived in the neighborhood, moved away. If she grew up to be hot and I met her right now, I'd be like, hey, come back around. Let's go. Like, let's effing go. Like, I'm totally here for it. So, like, I don't think there's too long.
no, I don't think there's too long either. I mean, I think you know, I'm about to give some advice that I myself have not taken.
Please, for the people.
But I recommend not letting someone come back around or you not coming back around on someone if you're not in like a different position. Like if you're just going back to the same shit that you know is not going to work, like fucking let it be. Like we've all had those times, like kind of referencing the red flag episode, where it's just like you're just lying to yourself. You know
it ain't gonna work.
You know the shit ain't gonna fly. Like
it ain't
this
gonna
one
work.
guy that I dated for like this guy I dated for like a while, like a year. That's a long time for me.
I was about to say for you, that's like eternity.
Yeah,
it's like
and we broke up.
It might as well be shit. Might as well be.
You married once? No, I was not married. Anyway, we dated for like a year. We broke up. It was kind of mutual, but it just clearly wasn't gonna work. And then like a year later, we met at a bar get together with mutual friends.
Some kind of Kristen date of some kind.
No, I didn't know he was gonna be there. They didn't tell me. I was pissed.
But you were with the group.
No, we had mutual friends. I was meeting his. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like you said before, warn me.
Right. So I was out meeting some friends of mine who then his brother, blah blah blah, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
he was there.
He was there. I didn't know he was gonna be there. I was kind of taken aback. Thank God I looked good. He was all over me. I was like, I don't know about this, but I was secretly like 100% this is happening. But I was like, no, we can't do this. But yeah, keep failing on me. One of those, like just complete opposite signals.
Deal with you.
And then we dated for like another while, like 6 months.
Oh.
And then it was the same old shit, like the exact same problems.
Like nothing.
Like not that serious of problems, but just like the
You
same stupid shit where I was just like, this is exactly the fucking same. We have to be done. And we're not going to do this a third time.
Yeah, no.
So don't kid yourself. It's the same old shit. If it is the same old shit. That's why I like the comeback where it's like one of the two parties is offering something new or better.
Well, and I think that's another one of the biggest differences between the toxic return and the comeback is that there is some period of time, some gap in which one of those people separates and, I mean, for lack of a better word, improves themselves.
Right.
In a way that makes when this other person returns the situation better.
Yeah.
And I think the thing about the toxic return is that time gap and that improvement never occurs.
Right.
And that's really, to me, the biggest difference. Like, it is, you know, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result.
Yeah.
That's the toxic thing. The comeback kid is like, hey, you know what? I went and bettered myself. I did a little thing. You know, maybe I went to therapy. I did, whatever it is. Who cares?
Right.
Got rich, got swag.
Got hot, whatever.
Yeah,
anything.
Went to the gym.
Yeah, better person, whatever it is.
And so I just think that's kind of the biggest difference to me, though I do agree with you. Like, one of the things you put on the list about, like, if you're just trying to come back around to smash and that's the only thing you're trying to do and you know how that person felt about you before, a.k.a. toxic vibes, then you probably shouldn't do it.
No, that's a no. That's super fucking lame of you. Like, if you know somebody is, like, trying to, like, get over you and you're just, like, literally saying all the right things that you know that they want to hear just so you can fuck, like, honestly, get a life. Like, you find someone else to fuck. Stop with that shit. Like, that's super fucking lame. They're trying to get over you and live their best life.
You just think Punani grow on trees, huh? Man, you got a good ass life,
No,
Kristen.
it's fucking lame. Like, don't do that to people. Like, that's stupid. Like, you gotta at least be upfront.
She got a good ass life.
People think I'd be coming on this podcast being toxic. I'm like, I'm literally not. I'm literally advocating for everyone to tell everyone exactly what they're up to.
I don't think you'd be coming out doing that. I don't think you'd be coming out doing that, but I also know you, so we just became friends.
So
recently.
here's another question: do you have like right now in this very moment? I can think of like at least 3 guys that I know for a fact either they will come back around to me or I will come back around to them. Is this like commonplace that everybody has these people in their mind, or do other people like they really play the shit out and then it's done?
Oh no, I think if you're single, there's always a list to come back around. Like
running list in your mind, right?
I mean, yeah.
There you go, Joe.
I hate to go back, but I feel like there's still bitches that owe me sex.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
if I believe that in my heart,
right.
then guess what? That list is always going to be there.
Right.
Even when I get married, that list will still be there. I just will never execute it at that point. But like as far as like a list, nah, that does not disappear.
Right.
Unless you clear it. Like that's it. Like the same way we clear the list for the pod, that's the only way that list gets clear. Like the only way. You gotta go back and do it.
So how do you know when it's like you said, like you see something on Instagram or something, when it's the right time to strike? I feel like right now is the right time to strike on all this. COVID's over. Fucking, we're out. We outside.
Not over, but we outside. We vax are ready to go. I know. I get it. Yeah, but like, I'm
trying to inspire myself. I need to hit some people up.
No. First of all, you should have been done that. But
I am, but like not.
I know. We're gonna gas you up. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. No, they just strike. Because when you're a predator,
you just know.
When you're a predator, you just
Cobra
Kai. Hey, but no. I don't know. You just kind of, if you don't see something that triggers it, as far as like, oh, I need to go for this. Because, I think for guys especially, we're always, one of my favorite terms, we snake in the grasses. I'm not going to lie. Like, we snake in the grass. Like, we're not just going to pop out. But when it's time, we there. But I don't know, females, y'all can just do whatever you want.
Maybe, but I don't know. Like, I feel like it's weird if I or somebody to me just like literally pops up out of nowhere with nothing prompting it. See, it's weird. It's weird because like doing this podcast, I literally like think about a lot of different people that I might not think about otherwise. Like as I'm trying to come up with stuff and like
you're welcome.
As we work through, like literally just talk through these episodes, I'm like, oh yeah, this person, oh yeah, that person. It's like, damn. Maybe I should hit them up. But then I'm like, that's weird. Like, they don't listen to the podcast. They don't know why I'm just randomly, like, thinking about them like that.
But you don't need to use the podcast as the reason that they know you hit them up.
Oh, just find something?
You just need to use it as inspiration.
Oh, look at you advocating lying and fucking just coming up with shit.
No, it's not lying. No. Maybe you're misunderstanding.
Usually I'm the one advocating lying.
Maybe you're misunderstanding me. I'm talking about doing the, like, Michael Jordan shit. Like, oh, man, I just got to Dallas tonight. I remember when that flight attendant lost my fucking bag here. So now I'm going to drop 50 on him. Like, you are just using the podcast as the motivation, even though it's ridiculous motivation, but it motivates you to go to the thing. They don't need to know what motivated you. You just need
I feel like
there.
That's weird, kind of.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of times when like people hit me up out of the blue.
Yeah.
If someone hits me up out of the blue, like I am wondering what triggered them to hit me up out of the blue.
And you can do the honest thing and be like, "Hey,
yeah, but,
I'm recording this
but
podcast on my friend."
Listen, man, I can't always be telling people that I be referencing them on.
So if you don't want to tell them that I was recording this podcast, then you, as the content creator, better come up with something.
Lie. Just make some shit up.
I didn't say lie. Just find a way to
just find
stretch.
something. Yeah, okay.
Actually, you know what? Here it is. Nah, I'm coming back. All you got to do is say, I was hanging out with some friends, and we was having a conversation, and what we talked about made me think of you. The end. It's not a lie. You don't have to tell them about the podcast, and it's good enough.
They're going to say, what was the combo?
And you can be like...
Have you ever used the, I had a dream about you line?
I've never used that about a girl I've never slept with. So I've not used that very often. I've never... dream about you? That's too much. Like,
I've said that before, but I was not capping. I really do be having dreams about people. Sometimes I tell them.
Yeah, I have dreams about a lot of people, but like I'm not telling them.
You don't tell them? Sometimes I tell them.
No chance.
Do you want to tell them? Why? What's wrong? I
wouldn't even tell you. Get out of here. Like, you must be outside
yeah, but that
mind.
makes more sense to me because I don't really care if you have a dream about me. Like that's fine. Like whatever.
I don't know.
But why wouldn't you use that as an in if it was true? Especially if you had.
It's a weird in. Especially if I'm coming back around. Especially
but if the dream is something
timeline.
But if the dream is something that's like innocent enough that you could actually tell the person what the dream was, so you actually already have the
then
the
I would
real info?
I'd twist the words to be like we were having a conversation or something. Like I would never do dream.
I've told people I've had dreams about
Nah,
them.
I would never do dream. Like,
I wouldn't. I don't think I would use that as a line like that. It wasn't true, but I have said that and it was true.
no. If I'm gonna tell somebody I had a dream about them,
But
we most likely slept together recently.
But I also have I commonly have dreams about people that I'm not fucking with, but in the dream I'm fucking with them, and then I wake up and I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? I'm not fucking with this person, men, women, or otherwise. Like, it's weird like that. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
It is just you. No, it's not just you. But no, I'm not dropping the dream line. I can't do it. I just don't have the. That one.
Too lofty for you.
It's not even lofty. I feel like that. What's the word my man was using earlier? That's too sleazy for me. Like, it's too sleazy. Like, I had a dream about you, baby. Nah, get out of here. That's too sleazy to me. Like, even if it was honest,
maybe.
even if it was honest, like, if I'm gonna tell somebody that I had a dream about them, this is probably someone that I'm like actually like, oh, that's bae wifey material, like da da da, and we better be that's not a comeback situation. That's like we better
like
be vibing.
I
really,
love
like,
you.
Oh, baby, I love you. Like, yeah, no, I'm not doing just a. Yeah, we haven't talked in 7 months. Oh, by the way, I had a dream about you the other day. What was it about? Oh, well, you know what happened was you left your man and we got together and got married, had 3 kids. Like, really? Yeah, that was my dream. Like, so let's make it a reality.
Okay, ladies,
Like,
you heard it here first. Don't tell Lume you had a dream.
No, you can tell me you have a dream about me. I don't care. I'm just telling. I'm saying I'm never gonna tell anyone I had a dream about them, and I have plenty of dreams. Though I don't sleep a lot, but still, I have plenty of dreams.
I actually don't have that many dreams, but I commonly have dreams about people I know. Anyway. So what would you say? You just make it up.
What do you mean, make it up? I'll tell the truth about.
I mean,
like,
you. It seems like you usually just slide in the DM on a story.
I'll tell the truth of why I'm hollering at them, and I'll just be like, I was thinking about you.
like
Thinking
that.
about you.
You send them a little Snapchat of this.
Oh, I'll send the song. Actually, that's the best thing. You just send the little
Oh,
YouTube
you just send
and a
the
link.
link?
Yeah, you send a link of the song. And a little smiley
That's
face.
less corny than the dream.
I think so. It's less sleazy than the dream. Might be more
less
corny,
sleazy.
but
Okay,
it's
more
definitely
corny.
less sleazy. Yeah.
You're going for more corny, less
Hey.
sleazy.
Corny-
I've never had a guy send me just a song link.
Oh wow, song's my move. I'm all about sending songs.
Have
my
I?
move.
Maybe. No, I don't think so.
Send a song. Be like,
There's only one guy
"Just
who
remind me of
really.
you."
You know, when you're younger, I feel like people are very into like song thing, like this is our song, blah blah blah.
Ooh.
There's only one guy I can think of that it's like he definitely thinks that we have a song, and he would
Then
probably
you
try
do.
to. No, we do, yeah.
Yeah. So he doesn't think it. It's true.
No, no, I know, but I'm saying like that he would use that as a thing. There's no other. I feel like that's kind of
The
uncommon.
only guy that you met that's used the song move.
Yeah, he would
Oh,
do
well,
that.
Shout out to him. I appreciate him.
Yeah.
Nah, song move, I'm here for it. Like, songs, they evoke a great emotion. You don't have to say nothing because all of the, like, little extra words, just listen to the lyrics. It's in there.
Yeah.
And then just be like, this is for you. And then that's it. And then it's like, oh, that's, depending on the reaction.
But that's got to be a text. You're not sending that in the DM.
Oh, yeah, that's a text with the,
Right.
you know.
So you got to be
that's
on that
iMessage.
texting level.
That's an iMessage, yeah. With the,
It's an iMessage, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
With the Apple Music share.
Yeah, 110%.
You already know what it is.